Hello, today's video is testing out the fastest way to obtain unidentified minerals. If you don't know, unidentified minerals are a type of currency you get randomly while mining rocks within the members area of the mining guild. They can be traded for different tiers of mining gloves, which when worn, give a chance for the rock you're mining to not be depleted. Or you can use unidentified minerals to buy soft clay packs and bags full of gems. The shop you buy these things from is Bologna, and if you talk to her with a pair of mining gloves and superior mining gloves with 60 extra unidentified minerals, she can also combine them to make expert mining gloves. By default, you receive unidentified minerals while mining here, but you can talk to Bologna to turn it off if you aren't interested in unidentified minerals. But I assume you are interested in them if you're watching this video. Different types of rocks within the mining guild give different chances of receiving unidentified minerals. I already know from mining amethyst for a while that the rate from them is about 3 or 4 per hour. It depends on how many of the ore you can mine per hour, and then you just divide that by the chance of obtaining minerals to get the average rate. But that's different from an actual player testing it out, because the rates on the wiki are usually like perfect and not so much casual. So I'm gonna start with iron. It's 1 out of 100 from iron rocks, but you mine iron really fast, so it should be decent. I'll also be banking the ore since I'm banking all of the other ore, just so it's consistent. Normally you drop iron, but maybe some of you out there are curious how much GP you can make mining iron. Also, it's good to keep track of just how many ore I mine in an hour so that I can calculate the average rate you'd get unidentified minerals. Another factor is that I'm wearing the Varrock Armor 4, which gives a 10% chance of mining 2 ore at once. I wore it in my amethyst video, so I think it's fair, but if you want to focus on getting unidentified minerals and don't care about mining XP or GP, then don't wear it. Because it doesn't give you a chance of receiving more minerals, it just affects the ore. Okay, I'll mine in this iron spot close to the bank and see you back in an hour. It's been an hour and I've gotten 1,475 iron ore and a few other gems, and 11 unidentified minerals. Minerals are a 1 out of 100 chance from iron, so if I mine 1400 ore in an hour, that should average out to about 14 minerals per hour. And in GP in total, I gained 140k this hour. The XP I got was 52k mining XP. Of course, iron is a popular method of quickly training mining, so that checks out. And now on to coal. I'll be mining close to the bank again. Minerals are 1 out of 60 from coal rocks, but mining coal is much slower than iron, but let's see how it goes. The hour is up. I've mined 572 coal and got a few gems and 8 unidentified minerals. The amount of coal I got divided by the mineral rate is 9.5, so the math checks out. The total GP I got is 83k, and the XP I got was only 29k, so clearly iron is better than coal at least. Next on the list is Mithril. Minerals are 1 out of 40 from Mithril rocks, but of course they're even slower. I'll just be kind of running around mining the Mithril here. I think it'd be too much effort to hop worlds. Okay, it's been an hour and I've received 317 mithril ore, some gems, and only 6 minerals. With the amount of ore I got, I should have gotten around 8 minerals, but of course I'm wearing Varrock Armor 4, so that checks out. My total GP here is just under 38k and the XP I got was 26k, so this is even worse than coal. I guess there really is no reason to mine mithril. Next is adamant rocks. Minerals are 1 out of 30 from these. It seems like by the time I mine all of the rocks in the area, the first one just barely respawns in time, so I don't have to hop worlds. Okay, I mined adamant rocks for an hour. I could have hopped worlds a couple of times, but hopping worlds takes like 10 seconds, and in that time the rock always respawns, so there's no point. Anyway, I received 171 ore, some gems, and 13 minerals. 171 divided by the rate you get minerals from these rocks is 5.7, so it seems like I just got really lucky with the minerals here. However, I profited 195k this hour, and so far that's the best GP per hour aside from amethyst. I also gained 16k XP this hour, which so far is the worst. And last but not least, Ruinite rocks. Minerals here are 1 out of 20, which is the same rate as amethyst, except amethyst is way more AFK because you don't have to be constantly hopping worlds or competing with bots. I'm just letting my timer go for an hour, so this hour is going to include the time spent hopping worlds and getting my rocks stolen, so at least you can get realistic rates. If you think the time matters, I'm mining this at around 8 PM Pacific time on a Thursday. Peak time is usually around 1 PM in my time zone. Took me a few worlds, but I found my first rune rocks. Well, I'll see you back in an hour. The last hour is up and I've gotten 60 rune ore and 2 minerals. The GP is by far the best here, even though it seems like the majority of my time was spent just trying to find rocks to mine. With the 60 ore I got, the rate per hour should be 3 and probably less with rock armor, so that checks out. Definitely the worst for minerals, but if you're watching this to see money makers, this is definitely the best. Though competing with bots is a little easier because I have 99 mining and a dragon pickaxe. Also, I've noticed that the target worlds and the higher total level worlds tend to have spawned rocks the most. Target worlds are safe, by the way. It's just annoying to have to click through the dialogue to hop to them, and some people don't know they're safe. Same with high risk worlds. Both of them are completely safe unless you're in the wilderness. The 2200 worlds were the best for finding rocks, but of course that's a steep requirement. Anyway, I got 7,700 mining XP this hour, definitely the worst on this list. So overall, the #1 rock to mine purely for minerals is iron, which also happens to be the most XP per hour. The most GP per hour is rune, but getting minerals from that is terrible. However, if you're trying to make money and want to passively get minerals, then Ruinite rocks certainly work. But my personal favorite, the most AFK, is amethyst. It's decent GP per hour, even though the XP and minerals per hour are kind of terrible. Everything else I mined, I felt like I really had to pay attention, but amethyst is fully AFK. We stan amethyst in this house. That's it for the video. I hope this was helpful. Good luck on your mining glove grinds or whatever mining stuff you're getting up to. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next video. Goodbye, lovelies.